What's up, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen around the world? I'm live. Shocker. Shocker. Big time shocker right there. But I'm here. I'm starting to do a little bit more live streams because I went a while, man, without doing any live streams. Now I've done this is my third one in 4 days. Don't expect one until probably Saturday after this one. Don't do it. I'm not going to go too far into that, but I'm joined by my boy Rhodes Rants. What's up, sir?
How you doing tonight?
Pretty good, man. Not too bad. I can't complain. Can't complain. It's starting to feel a little bit like Christmas.
I'm watching the weather up here tonight. It could get a little dicey, actually. They're saying
Little
sleet.
Yeah, we're not going to get that cold. I think it's going to be like 39. So we'll be okay. But it's been pretty much raining all day. It's been in the 50s all day. Christy Miller was live earlier, and she said it was like 35 in Dallas, something like that. So cold weather's coming, man. It's coming.
Yeah, it just hit 40 here today, and it rained all day long, basically.
Yeah. So, guys, as you come in, please make sure you smash that thumbs up button. And I already see we got Ray Soywalker here in the chat. Ray Soywalker was on the last live stream. And
That's
anybody that sends a super chat, we will highlight your channel, put it in the chat. Super chats are very much appreciated, not required, but that's going to kind of separate from everybody else. So hopefully my StreamYard doesn't freeze up as it has done the last couple of times it went live. So, okay, there we go right there. Ray Soywalker is in the UK, says sunny. Lily Patton is here. Horror Nation is here. Have you guys checked out the new leak for episode 9?
I have not.
Oh, I think I know what he's talking about. Doomcott talked about it today. We can talk about that too.
I know Josh from Den of Nerds posted a video, and I didn't watch it, but evidently the ending has changed yet again.
Well, that's not what I was really talking about. Doomcott put up, and I don't know if I really want to believe this. I mean, it's really, really stupid. It's supposed to be Han Solo having a Force ghost for Kylo Ren or something like that.
Okay. That's fact. But it's not a Force ghost in the way you think it's a Force ghost. It's Kylo more has a vision of Han, I guess in some kind of way. And at one time, it was a vision that was supposed to have been created by Luke as a way of snapping Kylo out of it back in the bin. So I don't know, but no, not Han Solo in the Force ghost sense that everybody is.
Yeah,
he's not a Jedi. In other words,
well, Doomcott's new leak is that he's going full Force ghost, and that would be a disaster. A disaster. I love Han Solo. Han Solo is your favorite character, but you have to stick with the Star Wars continuity and lore. It makes no sense for him to come back in any capacity besides like a flashback or something, you know?
And originally it was just a flashback. Yeah. Like they were going to give us a Han, Luke, Leia flashback, which now they've removed. I'll be honest with you. The movie sounded a lot better about 9 months ago. And then they took a bunch of the actual stuff that kind of sounded good out of the movie. I was like, what are you doing? Yeah. I want to see Luke, Leia, and Han together in a flashback, and you took it out? Yeah. Asshole.
Yeah. But think of this, man.
Let's just get it over with.
There's no way that was going to happen because they haven't had Rey, Finn, and Poe in any scenes together outside of the Millennium Falcon at the end of Last Jedi. And technically, they weren't even in a shot together. I don't think.
David Who gives Provost, a damn?
David Provost, Sign Davis here, fellow Houstonian. Thank you for joining. According to Christy is in the house. I bought a ticket to the movie just to record people's reactions. Well, Rose just got his ticket
last week. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's just get it over with. I'm telling you, let's just do it. Let's get it over with.
Yeah, let's get it over with. Then we can let it all die, as Kylo Ren says.
I haven't decided if I'm gonna kick it old school and go raging roads in the car coming back out of the theater, or like sitting in the theater parking lot where I just lose my ever loving mind, you know.
So
like I did after the Last Jedi, I just lost my shit.
So if the movie like sucks really bad, are you gonna sit in your car and do a car video and just let it all out?
I may just kick it old school roads rants right there in the car in the theater. I can just take my phone and like, look, guys, I'm sitting right here. Just put on your seatbelt because I'm about to hammer the shit out of this thing.
Yeah. My boy, entertainment hacker John Paul arrived with the 200 yen. Merry early Christmas at work. Thank you so much, JP. I got it. Do I have any mods in here? Put his channel in the chat. Make sure you guys subscribe to the entertainment hacker. In the words of John Talks, if you are not subscribed to the entertainment hacker, what are you waiting for? Smash that subscribe button now. That's my best John Talks impersonation. Oh, man.
I have got him.
I am in the Christmas mood too, JP. I really am. But thanks so much for the 200 yen super chat. Appreciate it. Appreciate it a lot. You guys probably saw by the title of this video, or this live stream, I should say, Daisy Ridley goes full orange man. Bad. Hopefully I didn't blow your ears out. All right. You know, everybody on the Rise of Skywalker, they're giving all of these interviews and everything. And apparently we've been saying for the longest time that Lucasfilm will not regulate any of the sorry guys, my StreamYard just froze up as far as the comments go. I don't know what's going on, so I can't highlight any comments, but I'm going to share an article here, and Rhodes, keep an eye on the chat for me too.
Yep.
Because I won't be able to see it.
Will do.
But we're going to talk about what she actually had to say. And this is her words right here. It says, actually, I'm going to go up a little bit here. Star Wars actor Daisy Ridley. Every sane person has an issue with President Donald Trump.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah. And here's what the article says.
Oh, God.
You want to do it, man? Arrow?
Oh.
Just say it, man.
Arrow to the motherfucking bam! God, are you kidding me? This is the first I'm seeing this, so
yeah,
I'm getting it fresh. Son of a bee. God almighty, what's wrong with
But it gets worse, man. It gets worse because she offers no context to it. Now, I'm going to read this. Star Wars, The Rise of Skywalker actress Daisy Ridley recently stated that every sane person has an issue with President Donald Trump. In an interview with The Guardian, this is another part of that interview where she's talking about privilege and everything. Ridley, was asked by Notion, I can't even pronounce that name, if Disney restricts what she can say publicly. She responded, "No, I don't feel I have to edit what I say. The things that make me angry are the things that make everyone angry." She continued, "Everyone is annoyed with Boris Johnson." I don't know who that is. Maybe that's somebody in England. I have no idea.
Isn't that the dude in the UK, I think?
Maybe. everyone has an issue with Trump. Every sane person, anyway. Okay, she said she went full orange man bad, but Ridley then explains why she doesn't talk about Boris Johnson and Donald Trump. It's not that I don't talk about this stuff, but other people are so much more articulate than me and say it better. Okay. Where is the context for her having to go full orange man bad? Okay. Why does every sane person have an issue with Donald Trump? Why?
Did she never expound on it?
She never expanded on it. She never expanded on it. I think that it was just, does Disney restrict what you're going to say? You know, it's kind of like even Mark Hamill, you know, he's not a fan of Trump. Even when he says something about Donald Trump, he doesn't really expand on it. Have you noticed that?
Mm-hmm.
Like he'll retweet something and he won't expand on anything. So I'm just going to keep it real here. I'm pretty sure everybody knows now that the Democrats have they have 2 articles of impeachment that they're gonna. It's pretty much a done deal. I mean, we pretty much knew that as soon as, you know, the Democrats got the majority of the House, it was a done deal. It was going to happen. So with that being said, her saying that Disney doesn't restrict her on what she can say, that doesn't really mean anything. You know why? Because none of them over there really like Trump anyway. They don't really have anything good to say. Of course, they're not going to restrict her on saying something about Donald Trump. Mark Hamill does it all the time. Chris Evans does it all the time. So why would she be restricted? Why would they even ask that question? I'm pretty sure that they know that that's not the case.
It's a far left newspaper. I know that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And shout out to Boris Johnson, because he's the one that allowed me to break the Kenobi news last year first before anybody else when he let that slip. That it was being filmed in Ireland. Part of the film.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah. He gave it during like this promoting business that's coming into the UK and Ireland, all these places. He was talking about, and they're filming the Obi-Wan Kenobi TV series, something over there. And I was like, oh, gotcha. Ran and made a video.
Yeah.
Look, we've talked about this before. It's a race to prove who's most woke. Daisy Ridley doesn't even know what the hell she's talking about.
No.
She can't give you any context. She can't tell you why Trump should be, not followed by any sane person. Yeah. It also goes to show you the continued gap between regular people of sane mind and body that are concerned about real things in real life and Hollywood.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, they've got a total disconnect with the majority of America. Their water cooler talk is nothing like our water cooler talk, evidently.
Yeah.
Although I got a theory that a lot of them don't actually believe this crap that they're talking.
They probably don't, because let me say this. Guess who actually supports Trump? And I'm pretty sure you're going to say this guy is pretty sane. Now, if you want to, I'm not saying you have to be like a Trump supporter or anything like that, but to say that only sane people agree with her on that is ridiculous, because you know who agrees with Donald Trump? Ben Carson. Dr. Ben Carson. I would say he's pretty sane, don't you think?
Yeah.
A brain surgeon of all people.
Yeah.
I would say he's pretty sane.
He's probably a pretty sharp dude.
I would say so. I would say so. The man was a world-renowned brain surgeon.
I consider Kevin Costner pretty smart. He's a Trump supporter.
Yeah. I would say that too. I would say that too. And I see you guys in the comments. Almighty Coon says solid example. Ray Soywalker says Clint Eastwood.
Yeah, Clint.
Yeah, that's several people.
Well, there's plenty of other ones too. Like I've brought up before, that Blue Collar Logic video about the new Hollywood blacklist, which is actually the Hollywood actresses and actresses that are actually conservatives that are secretly in hiding right now. You know, he's a service guy. He owns a service business in Hollywood. And he said, I routinely do work for actors and actresses behind closed doors. They many of them support Trump, but they self-acknowledge they're scared to death to let anybody know it.
To let anybody know it.
That's right. Because they said, we won't get any work if it comes out, you know?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, this is my channel. I'm going to be honest with you. I am a Republican. I voted Republican last election. I'm going to vote Republican again. There's no way in hell I'm going to vote for any of those Democrats. No way. Because for one thing, for me, I am big time anti-socialist. So I do not believe in socialism. It does not work. That's just me. If you believe in socialism, fine, you're still welcome here. I don't have anything against you. None at all.
Well, those assholes have changed the Democratic Party.
Oh,
that's
no doubt.
That's the problem, you know?
Yeah.
We used to be the party of the veterans, of the steel workers, of the factory guys, of the construction workers. And
it was the party of the Klan, too.
Well, I'm talking about
I know.
During that in-between period, okay?
Yeah.
And we've lost sight of all that. It's all become social issues and ass clowns like the AOC. I mean, we don't even know what the hell that group stands for.
Yeah.
She seems like a complete loon.
She is crazy.
An idiot.
Yeah. The only person that's not a socialist on the Democratic side is Joe Biden. And that dude seems like he's like one step from being crazy, man. Have you heard him talk? He has lost it. He has really, really slipped mentally a lot.
I will say this about Joe. I don't think he knows what to be anymore.
Probably not.
If he would have been smart, he should have run as if he wanted to do something, run as a moderate Republican against Trump. Is what he should have done.
J Money J is a Democratic liberal, but hates all the candidates except for Tulsi Gabbard. And J Money J is welcome here as much as he wants. And guys, I can't highlight any comments. I'm sorry, because StreamYard is really messing up and it froze on us on the comments. So I can't highlight any comments that come in. Sorry about that. But I'm looking at it on YouTube.
I wish they'd split the parties up somehow. Let them develop a socialist party of their own, you know, and get the hell out, get the poison out of there, you know?
Yeah. I see.
You know what? You can't. Yeah. Can you see? Is Fatal J down in your chat?
Oh, there he is. I'm sorry. I was still looking on YouTube, man. I'm sorry about that, man. I can't really. I'm trying to look at the comments and I have to go to YouTube to look at it.
You know what? The big three.
Yeah, the good old days, man. We're back.
Yeah.
Hold on. Texas Not Live on John Matrixx channel.
Texas Not Live, baby.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. My man Fatal J is in the house.
Yes.
Are you familiar with the topic we're bringing up today?
What y'all speaking on?
Mainly Daisy Ridley goes full Orange Man bad.
Yeah, I watched your premiere, but I didn't catch all of it though.
No. I didn't talk about that. Then.
Oh,
this is part of the same interview, but this is what she said. She was asked, "Does Disney basically, does Disney restrict on what you can say? And she says, no, they don't. And I don't want to mess up the quote here, but she says that, no, I don't feel I have to edit what I say. The things that make me angry are the things that make anyone angry. Everyone is annoyed with Boris Johnson. Everyone has an issue with Trump. Every sane person.
Wow.
Anyway.
She went there.
She went there, man. She went there. But she offers no context as to why. And we've seen that with a lot of these loonies on in Hollywood. They'll come out with some kind of orange man bad thing, but they won't really address what they mean by that. They're offering no context to it. If you're gonna say, all right, he's bad, I need an example why he's bad.
Yeah, I hear that Trump argument all the time. He's all this, he's all that, but I never get a explanation of why Trump is so bad. You know, I hear that he hates women. He's all about the rich people, but I never hear an explanation why.
Well, he don't hate women. He loves them.
Yeah, he does.
Oh, so do I.
So does Bill Clinton.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
But I'll say this, man. I think they have their own agenda. But if you look at the economic numbers says he's doing a pretty damn good job. And when they say, because I remember they were saying, oh, he's going to destroy the country. Now we have like the lowest unemployment in like 50 years. The lowest unemployment for black people basically in like forever, really, to tell you the truth. So if you're going to say something like that, and you know what? The thing about it is they have really got this man reelected in 2020. No way to put it. Let me answer this super chat from J Money J. Thank you so much. $4.99. Even Barack Obama called out the left Democratic Party for moving to radical leftists. What does that tell you? Yes. And to be honest with you, Barack Obama is the godfather of woke culture. He is.
Yes,
he started going woke in his second term. He didn't go this woke. Now, people have looked at everything that he's done. They've just took it to a whole nother level. And he's saying that the left is too woke now.
And for some context on that, he was at a summit in Chicago. I watched it. And I believe it was the young actress that is on, is it Blackish maybe? With the young girl? I love the actor. God, what is his name? Anyway,
I haven't seen Blackish.
It's a funny ass show. It is. But he used the term woke. Okay. He literally said, we're spending too much time being concerned and pushing a woke mindset when we're losing sight of essentially bettering ourselves as business people, as productive members of society, as contributing to society. It was actually kind of interesting because he was basically telling them, you're wasting your brain cells trying to push this agenda that really and truly for a lot of people that are listening to you, it's not going to help them in their life. It's not going to improve their own personal life. In other words, be concerned about going to college and going and getting a great job, right? Or becoming a business owner and things like that. He was pushing. He made a lot of sense in what he said. He absolutely did. But you're right. It was one of my reasons I kind of came off the dude is because he sort of lost his mind, and all of a sudden we're supposed to hate all the policemen. Yeah. It seemed like, I'm thinking, man, we're supposed to hate all the policemen. I mean, half the policemen I know are African Americans. I'm not going to hate them. Right. You know, right. They're out there risking their lives. You know, I mean, some of my dudes that I've known that have been cops, Hell, they've been shot at and shit. And I'm
look here. If you walk up in your house tomorrow and notice a whole bunch of stuff is gone in your house, who are the first people you're going to call? And
you're going to call the cops.
And it's not going to be the Ghostbusters. Trust me.
No.
Well, 25 years ago, I got to admit, I'd have called my boys first.
my best friend is he's 5'0", man. He's a cop in Beaumont.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. And according to Christy, it brings great context to this, okay? To the Trump orange man bad situation. She says, Trump as a man is disgusting to me. But politics-wise, I really don't have much of an issue on him.
She's doing that for marketing.
What's that?
I said she's doing that for marketing too. She might really feel that way, but she's doing that for marketing too. As closer as it get, we're gonna get more controversy. Just like y'all the sports boys, you know, the closer it gets to Super Bowl, some kind of scandal always breaks out right before the Super Bowl pops off.
We got one right now.
Yeah, you got one right now
with the Patriots. Yeah, again.
But I think Christy brings up a good point right there. She can separate the man from the politics. So that's two different things.
Look at how low the unemployment rate is right now.
It's ridiculously low.
You know how important that is to our country that, as a business owner, let's say tomorrow I'm like, you know what? I just don't think I can do it anymore. It's too hard on my body. I'm going to go back in the corporate world. If I polish my resume up, I bet you I could have a job inside of 2 weeks because of the way the job market is right now. Somebody would hire me, you know, and that is so people that are chasing these social issues and stuff, they lose sight of the things that are freaking important in their life.
Yes.
You know, look at what's important to you, your own family, putting food on your own table, keeping your own lights on. You know, taking care of your own personal business, raising kids that are productive members of society, right? That's got good heads on their shoulders, that, you know, don't break the law. They get a good education. You put so much time into these social things, you know, and I could tell y'all some stories myself. I'm not going to on this, but one of these days I'll tell you some stories.
Yeah. Christy, he wasn't talking about you. He was talking about Daisy Ridley.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he kind of threw me off at first, and I just thought about it. He's talking about Daisy Ridley, not you.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Oh, I kept wondering. I was like, what's Christy got to do with that?
Yeah.
But I was like, I guess he knows where he's going with it. So
but you know, that's funny you said that about Obama and wokeness, because Netflix is getting real woke, and guess who owns a big portion of Netflix? It's Obama. It's Obama. Look it up. Yeah, he does. I'm serious.
He probably owns a big share, I bet.
He owns a big share of Netflix.
How in the world can he afford to have that kind of shit? He wasn't a millionaire going into office.
He wasn't a millionaire going in, but he sure was one going out though. Yeah, he was.
Oh, I mean, all presidents make a lot of money when they leave office. I mean, Bill Clinton has made hundreds of millions of dollars.
Yeah,
they make a bunch of money on speeches.
They still making money. The Clintons.
Plus, you know, Michelle sold that book that was a bestseller too. So
yeah, and I think Obama he wrote that book, but right before he came in office. But I think he only got like $1 million or something. I was looking here to see if he owns anything, but
you don't see nothing.
The Obamas and Netflix just revealed the shows and films they're working on. See, they don't own Netflix, but they have some projects in production for Netflix.
Oh, okay.
I don't think there's no way in hell he can afford any.
I was looking at a documentary, man. I was looking
at
he's
producing.
Yeah, he's basically producing stuff.
There's money in that, though.
Yeah, it is. I was looking at a documentary though, and they said they own a big share, but maybe I heard it wrong. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's mighty funny. Oh, like you said, when you said Obama and then you said wokeness, and then Netflix is getting really woke. You can't even smoke cigarettes on certain shows. It's crazy, ain't it?
Yeah. See, Alfred is another one. He's not really a Trump guy. He says Trump's the first president that has helped the middle class since Kennedy. And personally, I don't like him. I think his stances with the environment are reckless, but I give him credit where credit is due. See, that's the difference between the common man like us versus Hollywood.
That's true. That's true.
Look at Christie's dumbass comment. That's funny.
Look at you boys. You're an ice skate sandwich on the screen.
That's funny.
That's hilarious right there. But I'm sorry. I'm not into guys, so we're not getting that close.
Whoa, yeah.
I don't rock like that.
We don't get down.
Nah. That was funny though. I gotta give it that. That's funny though. Yeah, I mean, it's funny how movies and politics have intersected each other. This isn't something the fan base wanted. I mean, tell you the truth, 5 years ago, we probably wouldn't have made that connection whatsoever.
Yeah.
But Trump he's exposed so much of Hollywood for what they are.
But if you know, I was really hoping that this would be the last year of the foolishness with these movies. But it's like 2020 to be chock full of.
You got 5 more years of it. I keep
out, man. Check this out. That 2020 election, which I think he's going to win in a landslide because those clowns over there on the left, they have no shot. No shot. That's why they're trying to impeach him, because they can't beat him. If you can't beat him, you must impeach him. That rhymes. That's because
I was thinking maybe they had a shot with Joe Biden, but Joe Biden is going around sniffing people.
That dude is weird, man.
That's a weird fetish, bro. He's going around just sniffing on everybody, little girls, and that ruined him right there.
And honestly, Joe Biden, I think the ultra left senses the fact that he actually doesn't believe in a lot of the woke stuff. If you get right down to it,
Joe Biden is more of a moderate Democrat.
He's a moderate Democrat, right?
And they're trying to push those guys out the way.
That's right.
And honestly, to tell you the truth, it may actually be Elizabeth Warren that gets the nomination, and she's pushing socialist issues, probably not as much as Bernie is. Bernie is 100% socialist. He admits it.
Yeah.
He's like AOC. They're part of that same, I don't even know how this is even in the same sentence.
Bernie
Democratic Socialist of America.
Bernie need to give it up though. He'll never get it.
Yeah.
He'll never get it.
I mean, think of that. That's like an oxymoron. How can you have democratic and socialism in the same sentence? It makes no sense.
That's true.
Because socialism is basically government controlling everything. I mean, me and Rhodes, we grew up in the 80s. Who was our number one enemy in the 80s, Rhodes?
Russia.
And what was Russia?
Communist Party.
Communist Socialists. It was called Union of Soviet Socialist Republicans.
You will lose.
I must break you. And man, Rocky ended communism in Russia. Let's call it like it is.
And now you got Trump and Putin giving each other dabs when they see each other.
Yeah.
You know? That's how different things change.
They said no, Trump would have kind of competition with Tulsi Gabbard, but she would never win the nomination. Well, that's why she wouldn't even come close to beating him. I think you really need, first of all, it's almost impossible to beat an incumbent president, especially one where the economy is going great. That's why they're trying to impeach him. And with what they got him on right now, it's pretty much nothing. It's ridiculous. And it's so ridiculous. They said that the Senate can actually vote for dismissal as soon as it's given to them. It's so ridiculous. They can't get him on anything hard, so they just have to make up stuff.
They don't wait it too freaking late anyway. Next year's they run it again next year.
That's why they're trying to get him out now.
Yeah, it ain't gonna work.
That ain't gonna go nowhere.
But for people that don't know the way the American presidency works, if they remove him, guess who they get? Mike Pence. And they do not like Mike Pence either. And they already said, Al Green has already said, if they impeach him and the Senate doesn't convict him, he said they can just go over and do it again. I'm like, why would you waste millions of dollars of taxpayers' money once again? You couldn't get him the first time. What makes you think you're going to get him the second time? The fits was in. I've been hearing about this impeachment thing, honestly, going back to 2015 when he wasn't even president. It's ridiculous. And now you see these Hollywood loonies out there, and I don't even think that Daisy Ridley even knows what she's talking about.
Those celebrities are clueless. I used to think celebrities was the smartest people.
I never bought into that.
I'm talking about when I was young, but when I watch these interviews, they don't have a clue. They in a bubble.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah. Chrissy says, sorry, I don't like the man at all. That's fine. You're still welcome here. Trust me, we're not Democrats and Republicans here on this channel on YouTube. We're all friends. So can't say the same for Washington. That's a different story. Sarah Johnson, Lady Viking. I hate Democrats. I don't hate Democrats.
Yeah, but here in Texas,
voting for them.
here in Texas, you can't. It's real hard to tell the difference between a regular Democrat and a regular Republican in Texas. They're very similar in lifestyle,
and
in work ethic.
Yeah,
I know a lot of Democrats here. You can't pick them out of a lineup in their life versus any Republican that I know.
Well, I think it is.
That gets misconstrued.
Yeah, all of the Democrats that are getting all the pub, where are they from? California and New York. Super woke places.
Yeah,
AOC is from New York. What's the guy's name that's running? The black dude.
Cory Booker.
Cory Booker. Yeah, he's from New York too, right?
Yeah. New Jersey.
Yeah. He's from the tri-state area.
Yeah. And that's like I've said, that's the problem with the party. So many Democrats here will actually vote for Trump because they've lost touch with even members of their own party. Okay. That's the thing. That's why Trump's going to end up winning in a landslide.
Yeah. Ray Soywalker is absolutely correct. De Niro is nuts. He's another big time orange man bad. That dude will drop F-bombs on, kid-friendly TV. I mean, he is completely nuts.
He's a hell of a good actor, though.
He is. I still need to see The Irishman. I need to see it. I
need to see it too. But I'm gonna tell y'all something.
That bad boy's 3.5 hours though.
I'm gonna tell y'all something though. I'm gonna tell you one person who hates Trump and they shut her career down. Kathy Griffin.
Oh, she didn't have a GD career to begin with.
Yeah,
she was a damn D-list comedian that.
Yeah.
She was, but she would be sometimes in like them little rinky-dink commercials.
But she basically decapitated Trump on TV. That's what did her in.
And I'm gonna tell you something else. A lot of people didn't notice this. Snoop Dogg, remember he came out with a music video where he shot Trump, but the gun went bang. The next year, Snoop Dogg started doing church videos.
Yeah.
And church music. I bet you, I'm telling you, Trump he handling business behind the scenes. I mean, he's getting on these celebrities.
And some of these celebrities, man, people like T.I., man. T.I. is telling black people, do not vote for Trump. T.I., the same guy that wasn't he just recently in prison?
A whole bunch of guns.
They start to get real moral.
Yeah,
when, they have their own sins. I think
and he rap about selling crack, selling drugs, shooting up his own people.
The same way with your boy. Man, my mind is just going blank today. You know what I'm talking about? Beyonce's old man.
Oh, Jay-Z?
Jay-Z. The man that sold drugs.
And still rap about selling drugs.
To build his empire.
Hey, all the while, my boy Dr. Dre sitting back saying nothing, collecting paychecks.
Well, Dr. Dre got his own problems.
But Dr. Dre, now, I'm going to say this. Dr. Dre is one of the greatest posers known to man. And I'm going to tell you why. Musically, he's the best. One of the best.
Dr. Dre is all-time great.
But when he was rapping about selling drugs and shooting people and all that stuff, never did it in his life. Came from a great home, a great family. And the same thing for Ice Cube. Ice Cube was never a gangbanger.
Oh, he was never a gangbanger, man. He went to school and everything like that, and he wasn't in all that. Sarah Johnson, oh my God, rap music today sucks. Yeah, because they do that mumble rap crap.
Yeah, it sucks.
I can't stand that, man. I tell you, rap music got bad.
Dre was a great producer, though.
Yeah. Rap got bad starting like in the year 2000.
Yep.
I agree.
It got like really bad.
Turn the lights out on good rap.
Man, I used to like NWA, Snoop Dogg, Ice-T. That's when rap was great.
If it was on Death Row, I was listening to it.
If it was on Death Row,
I mean,
I listened to it. I mean, Master P, Master P, he's making a comeback now. Master P.
Well, look, I can remember.
No Limit Soldier's about to be the thing again.
No Limit Soldier was the real deal back in like 1998, man. It was real.
No.
I love Master P.
Make him say,
Yeah. But you know what? We Texas boys. We need to tell them about UGK.
Hey, UGK from right down the road, man.
Ghetto boys now.
Yeah.
Fifth Ward boys.
Yeah. Willie D, I'm probably going to run for public office out here.
Yeah. Willie D getting real political lately, man.
Mm-hmm. Oh, he's been like that. I'm subscribed to his channel, man. He's not a Donald Trump fan.
Yeah.
But the thing about Willie D is at least he'll give context to his opinion. You don't have to agree with him, but at least he'll give context on why he doesn't like Trump or whatever he's talking about, really. He's like one of the only ones that'll do that.
Rest in peace.
Y'all want to know something
about we're talking about this stuff.
Rest in peace. But that's funny you said Bushwick Bill. Perfect timing. Did you know Bushwick Bill and Willie D couldn't stand each other? They hated each other.
I didn't know that doesn't surprise me. I was a big fan too of New York, like Brooklyn rap back in the day, like all the
Biggie Smalls.
Well, yeah, but more like Wu-Tang Clan and
Wu-Tang Clan was great.
LL and Third Base and
I remember Third Base. That was white rappers.
Cool Herc, DJ Daddy Rich and Prime Minister Pete Nice and MC Search. Yeah, I remember that Third Base stuff.
Yeah.
All that stuff from Def Jam that Russell Simmons was putting out back in the day was real good. Beastie Boys.
Yeah.
I
think Beastie Boys was probably the first great white rappers I can think of. Probably so.
Yeah, they're the first. They were the first rap album I ever bought. Licensed to Ill.
Yeah.
1986. Yep.
Oh, man, we getting old, man.
Yep.
We are really getting old.
God, it was good. Every song on that thing's good.
Race. Oh man, where is that? Hello, Bite and Touch. Joe got those creepy hands, man. I don't know.
That's a funny name.
Yeah, creepy Uncle Joe. That's they call him on Fox. They call him creepy Uncle Joe. Ooh, now this is a good one here. Alfred, Tupac, Eazy-E was rap. Ice Cube, that was good today. I don't relate at all to the music. I mean, even we talking about Hollywood. Even the hip hop scene has gotten, real political, everything like that. It is not the same.
Yeah.
They got really woke.
One of the female rappers the other day come out and said that she ain't going to perform for white crowds anymore.
Who said that?
Who said that?
Some female rapper. I think her name was.
She's stupid because the main hardcore audience of rap is white.
About 70% of all rap sales.
Yeah,
I'm gonna even go higher than that and say
probably
80%. Yeah,
because tell you the truth, there ain't enough of us to make all these artists rich.
That's true.
It's real. I mean, back in the 1980s, 90s, it was mainly 70% of the revenue going to rap artists came from like suburban white people.
Mm-hmm.
And then you had people like me buying the bootleg, so I wasn't helping the people out, you know.
my brother was a bootleg king.
Yeah.
Man. Cardi B and Nicki Minaj are overrated to me.
Yeah, they suck.
I don't even know what the hell. I mean, I know who they are, but I mean that ain't rap to me. That ain't rap to me.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Y'all probably gonna think I'm crazy for this. I have never experienced a dope female MC besides Missy Elliott.
Oh,
you didn't like Queen Latifah back in the day?
No.
MC Light back in the day.
MC Light is all right.
Yeah,
she's all right. But I like that Missy Elliott. That's a very talented woman.
Little Kim.
Yeah, Little Kim.
No, I never liked Little Kim.
I didn't care for her either. It's all right.
Yeah, and plus, Biggie Smalls was the one writing her stuff.
Now there was a couple of female artists on Death Row that were pretty good, but you didn't hear much from them. They just do like guest hits.
Yeah.
But one of the women was actually Dr. Dre's girlfriend. She was singing Michelle A.
With the high pitched voice.
Yeah, she was singing that. She was one of the few people on Death Row that didn't rap.
And she had an amazing singing voice.
Yes.
I like her.
And she had a very, very high pitched talking voice.
But she don't sound like that when she's singing. It's weird.
No, she don't. But man, she can sing.
That's a name I have not heard in a long time.
Michelle.
Do you know that Dr. Dre and Suge Knight, they both have children by her?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And both of them was beating the hell out of her too.
They sure was. And I think that was the reason why probably Dre and Suge fell out. Some of the reason. Not all of the reason.
I don't know,
the
man.
reason they fell out is because Suge was crazy. And he was a member of the Bloods and he couldn't leave.
Suge is a hardcore gangster, man.
Yeah, because he killed that man on camera. Suge killed that man on camera. That's why he in jail now, prison. He ran over that guy.
He couldn't. I can't remember who it was. Somebody was saying that.
I'm gonna tell you who it was. I'm gonna tell you exactly. Watch this. Hey, y'all seen Training Day with Denzel Washington, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Remember the gangster guy all the way at the end when Denzel Washington was in the hood? It was like a guy with a red shirt. He's a Blood in real life.
Mm-hmm.
Suge Knight ran over that guy. Yeah. He ran over that guy.
I'll never forget some hardcore rapper. I couldn't remember who it was. Said he, towards the end of Death Row, he remembers walking into the studio, and he said there was like 9 guys sitting around with automatic weapons, and there was like 14 pit bulls in there, and all this stuff going on, and he was there to record a song. And he was thinking to himself, like, I'm here to record a song.
Mm-hmm.
Am I gonna make it out of here alive?
Yeah.
You know, that was the kind of recording environment that Suge and I had set up.
Yeah, that's how Suge was, man.
People didn't want to work with him anymore. Even Dr. Dre was like, I didn't want to go in there and be around him. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And let's be honest about Tupac. Tupac wasn't a gangster. Tupac didn't grow up a gangster. That dude was so talented.
He was an actor.
He used to like do Shakespeare and stuff like that. And
I can honestly see Tupac in Marvel movies today and will blow it out the water. I could see him in some Marvel movies.
I can see him as a stage actor. Because that's what he was. That's what his background was. Because he was playing Othello on stage. He was a bit Shakespeare fan.
Yeah, but he could play the mess out of a gangster role too, though.
Yeah, he could. Yeah. But he had that movie where he was
Poetic Justice.
A cop.
Oh, gang related.
Yeah, gang related. Yeah. Oh, he was good in Poetic Justice too.
Yeah, that's a good movie.
He was good in Juice. You ever seen Juice?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
I love Juice.
He was psychotic in that one.
Boy, they would never make Juice and Menace to Society today.
Never.
Oh, such a good
SJWs would go crazy.
Everybody always goes Boys in the Hood.
Menace Society is way better. Way better. Yeah. Those movies, all three of those movies would never get made today because SJWs would go crazy. Oh, you're portraying black people as criminals.
But you know what? Movies like Joker shows that's what the people want.
Yep.
They want these movies.
We just want good movies. That's it. Daisy Ridley. I mean, I don't want to say keep your opinion to yourself because you got the right to say it, but man, these people in Hollywood are just loonies.
Let me flag on the play there. As somebody that worked corporately, in my opinion, these corporations should look. They told us we're working in Longview, Texas. Really? They told us, look, you can say whatever you want to say outside of work, but just let it be known that if you, as an employee of the company, make us look bad because we employ you and you say something fucked up, we'll fire your ass over it.
The problem is, Rhodes.
And I don't see the issue with these corporations, Lucasfilm included, telling these actors and actresses, button it up.
The problem is, Rhodes, is an economic thing, supply and demand. Like me and you, we can get fired from our job for something like that because we can be replaced easily because there's an abundance of workers in the industries we're in. But when it comes to Hollywood and sports, that's why they make so much money. That's why, quarterbacks get paid $30 million a year because they're almost irreplaceable. You can't find very many people to fill their roles. That's the reason why.
I'll give you sports, but acting, shit. Really, we're talking about Daisy Ridley. I mean,
she's not
a little white actress. They're a dime a dozen, and I got $5.
I know she's not.
But let me ask y'all something. That's very good right there. Do y'all think Daisy Ridley, after these Star Wars films, is going to go like the Mark Hamill and Carrie Fisher route, where Star Wars was their only big thing?
Yeah, because she's not that great of an actor. John Boyega has a future. That dude can act.
Yes, he can. Because I remember he was in this movie.
Attack
the Block. He did an excellent role in that.
Yeah. One of the greatest low-budget sci-fi movies I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Rampage or Ren, you're right. Anthony Hopkins was right. Actors in general are stupid. Political opinions are secondary. Yeah. I mean, they're all talking about stuff on Twitter and stuff, man. You should follow, like Chris Evans and Mark Ruffalo, man. Those dudes are stupid. They don't know what the hell they're talking about.
The Romans, the ancient Romans, they had it right. The ancient Greeks, if you was an actor, they despised you in society. Yeah, they would go and watch the shows and enjoy the shows.
That's because back then actors were slaves.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they were slaves. They were slaves. That's really what they were. That's why acting was considered, low class. And that the Emperor Nero would actually go and act on stage, and the elites would look down upon him because that's the job of a slave.
Man, Nero was nuts. Because I love history.
Yeah. But Caligula said, hold my beer, though. He was crazier.
Yeah, I don't know why I always get them two nuts.
They both crazy.
They both super crazy. Didn't Caligula, didn't he burn down Rome and blamed it on the slaves?
Well, Rome had a fire that started, and people think that it was him that started it.
Yeah.
And the whole saying is Nero fiddled while Rome burned because he was also a musician, and musicians were also looked down upon too. Yeah. Because that was the job of slaves. And it was burned down because he wanted to build his palace.
And I think they finally killed Caligula because he wanted to make a statue that was bigger than Zeus, didn't he?
Something like that. He wanted to be worshipped as a god, but Nero actually committed suicide because the Praetorian Guard, they said enough. They turned against him and everything. And so he killed himself, and he wanted to die as an artist. He said, what an artist is dying. I mean, he stuck himself in a neck. And then they wanted to bury all recognition of Nero. And so what they did was they tore down his palace and everything, called the Domus Aurea. And they end up building the Colosseum on top of that, which is the Flavian Amphitheater. It was never called the Colosseum at all.
Yeah.
So I know a lot about Roman history. So
no, you like me. You're a big history buff,
man. I used to watch the History Channel all the time.
Me too.
When they actually
on top of the
history.
National Geographic, me and my dad just watched that for hours.
Yeah, and I'm big on Roman history. I could start a Roman History Channel.
The Romans were interesting people, and the Greeks too.
Yeah,
Greece was interesting.
I'm gonna tell you, man. There's a channel on YouTube that I'm subscribed to for history. It's called The Fire of Learning. That is a really, really great channel. I highly recommend.
What's it called?
The Fire of Learning.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so like this dude, his name is Justin. He'll have like 50 minutes of like part 1 of the history of Britain, the history of France, or something like that. I think he's working on the history of France part 2 or something right now.
But History Channel getting kind of crazy with this ancient aliens and porn stars, and
yeah, they're not into history anymore.
I know that sucks, man.
You're finally showing your eyes. Oh my God. Man, I've showed my eyes. I've showed my eyes quite a bit, haven't I, guys?
It's been a while. Though. It has been a while.
You did it without glasses, without hats.
You've gotten about 1,000 new subs since the last time you showed your eyes.
Probably so. But all of my early videos, I wore glasses all the time. So to me, it's nothing new. To me, I've been blind since I was 14. I can't see anything. I'm really, really nearsighted. So
I've wore contacts since I was 12.
I've been thinking about this question today. Y'all might think I'm weird and random, but here it goes. Okay, you remember in Revenge of the Sith, as soon as Anakin turned to the dark side, his eyes changed colors, right?
Yeah. Well, no, not necessarily.
Yeah, it was more after he killed all them kids, wasn't it?
Yeah. No, he was killing the Numenorians on Mustafar.
Oh, Mustafar. Okay.
And then his eyes turned. Then he got the Sith eyes.
Okay. Yeah. Why the freak does Palpatine doesn't have the eyes that Anakin has? Is it because he's trying to hide back?
No, he does. He had Sith eyes the whole time.
Not in the beginning, like Phantom Menace and all that.
Oh, no. He was hiding his identity, so you never actually saw.
So he was like suppressing the powers, the dark side powers.
Palpatine could suppress. He didn't really have the anger and the hatred like Anakin. Well, Anakin was full of rage.
Because you only seen the Sith, you started seeing the Sith eyes on Palpatine when he was fighting Mace Windu. I was thinking maybe his dark side power had to be at his peak, and that's why his eyes changed.
Think about how much he had to hold that down so the Jedi wouldn't sense.
Yeah.
From the dark side.
That's it right there.
Palpatine was a genius, man.
Yeah.
But Darth Maul had the Sith eyes the whole time.
Yes, he did.
But Count Dooku never had the Sith eyes.
I forgot about that, though. Palpatine had to hide it from the Jedi.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, but
they're sitting there having conversation with him daily.
Yeah.
Yeah. But Count Dooku, he never had Sith eyes. He was never out of control, filled with rage and anger.
Hey, it's okay.
It was never like that for him. But Anakin, it's okay. At the end of Revenge of the Sith, man, he was full of rage.
Anakin was a loose cannon, man.
Oh, yeah. He was definitely a loose cannon.
But it seemed like when he put the Vader suit on, turned into Vader, he was more calm. He was more mature.
No. Once he put on that suit and he found out Padme was dead, he lost control.
I'm not talking about at that point. I'm talking about OT. He was mature.
Oh, he's older. He was more mature. He knew more about his surroundings, but he's still full of anger and hate. He knew how the dark side worked.
Yeah.
I mean, he wasn't as reckless as a younger Anakin, 20 years ago.
That's a 20-year space between Revenge of the Sith and New Hope, huh? Like 20-some years. It's like 20-some years in between.
Yeah. It's 20 years. It's 20 years.
Yeah, you're mature in 20 years.
Luke's at 20, Luke and Leia.
Yeah.
I was just thinking about that today because Black Guys in the Drunk, well, we call it the Dark Council now. And I did a thumbnail with Anakin's eyes. And I was thinking, why Palpatine eyes is not yellow? But that made sense, Rose. He had to hide from the Jedi. So he had to suppress that power. So
yeah,
it made sense.
Gage says Vader learned how to use the dark side when he needed it instead of letting it consume him like Anakin did.
He probably mean Palpatine.
No, he's talking about Vader.
But he said Vader and Anakin. Oh, yeah, I see.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah, because you can easily tell there's a difference between Vader in the suit 20 years later versus Revenge of the Sith, because I don't think there's anywhere in the world that an older Vader would have did what Anakin did on Mustafar.
No.
When Obi-Wan had the high ground. Him making that move right there, knowing
that was rage.
Knowing that was the same move that they got Darth Maul knocked down.
And this the crazy thing about it. And Obi-Wan warned him. He warned him and he still did it. Like the outcome was going to be any different. It was going to be something different.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. We have Biden touch.
I love Biden, man.
Palps enjoyed himself more. Laughter is the best medicine. Doesn't creepy Uncle Joe kind of look like Palpatine a little bit?
Yeah, it might be Palpatine. Did y'all see the stuff where dang, it was some leaks that came out about the reshoots where Kylo Ren is gonna be beat down by the Knights of Ren. Have y'all seen that on Twitter?
I've heard that Kylo Ren and Rey is supposed to have 4 battles in episode 9. He's gonna lose all of them. I've heard that. That's bad.
So Kylo Ren basically gonna get his butt kicked through this whole movie.
Yeah, pretty much.
through this whole trilogy. What do you mean?
So was Kylo Ren supposed to be the big bad villain of these trilogies? Of this
obviously
trilogy?
Not.
I mean, geez Louise.
You haven't heard it was Palpatine the whole time.
Rose, what that's you saying? The hero's journey. When you write that in a movie, the hero supposed to get their butt kicked all the way to the end, then win. Look at the Rocky movie.
They're supposed to fall, yes, so they can pick themselves back up and rise to. Yeah,
and that make us as the audience
give a shit. Give a shit is what you're looking for. Give a shit.
What do we care about Rey if she can win all the fights she never lost a fight ever.
No, that's why would anybody be surprised that she's going to win every single fight this time? I'm not. Why would she lose a fight in episode 9? In that leak with her with the hood with the TIE fighter on fire, and she's definitely on Oct 2. They're trying to make it look like she failed. And oh man, it's so bad. The leak is so terrible, man.
Is any of y'all playing Jedi Fallen Order?
No.
I'm not playing any
I don't have any video games, man. I'm not a video game player.
I'm like you, John, because if I start, it's gonna be like crack. I ain't gonna be able to stop.
That's I've got an Xbox One, but that's why I don't play. I mean, y'all can forget it. There wouldn't be no YouTube videos, nothing else.
That's what I'm saying. That stuff too addictive, man. I can't play that stuff.
I don't see how these people, there was a guy that died like a month ago because he was gaming.
I believe it.
48 hours straight or something, man.
Because you know what it does?
It
messes with your endorphins. It's just like smoking crack. Playing because you're in that false realm. Dude. You winning trophies. Your mind is thinking you actually doing that in real life. Man. Like you winning those achievements.
Hey, me and a buddy used to play Halo, Halo 2 and Halo 3 when it come out. We would play online in these team matches. And it wasn't unusual. Like on the way home, we'd sweep through Popeyes or somewhere, get the big family meal, go back to the house. And between Friday afternoon at like 6 p.m. until we went to bed, I mean, we would play 35 hours over a 48-hour period.
And watch this, Rose. The time went by fast, didn't it?
Oh, God. 9 hours. You burned 10 hours like nothing. I mean, you'd look up and you'd be like, Jesus, we started playing at 7 a.m. It's 6:45 at night right now.
Yeah.
The thing is, though, about gaming now versus back in our day was when we got home from school, we'd play video games.
Yeah.
And we'd play 4 hours, taking turns and everything like that because you only had 2 people. But now you have the internet.
Yeah.
And these dudes be gaming with somebody across the across the world, across the country.
And that's the thing.
They don't have to stop.
That's the thing, John. When we played like Sega Genesis, Nintendo, all that stuff, the game stopped eventually. Like you was done with it. But these games, they got multiplayer online. You can play that stuff for the rest of your life. It don't stop.
Yeah. I mean, we used to take turns, man. Like if we were playing like Mortal Kombat, we took turns because we only had 2 controllers.
Yeah.
And that ain't the way it is today, man. I mean, you can. I remember when you can. I remember when you can actually start playing Madden via Wi-Fi, play with somebody else.
Yeah,
that was kind of a game changer right there.
I just don't. I don't let myself do it. If I do, I get addicted to it really fast. Yeah, and then I can't put it down. And I mean, I look up and I'm like, God, I'm worthless when I'm playing games.
That's how I feel. When I get done with all them hours, I'm like, I have done nothing with my life.
Yeah.
But you got people that are professional gamers though. And they'll play, man.
Now see, that's different though, because they're getting paid for the craft. But if you're not getting paid for that and spending hours on top of hours on top of hours, that's too much. That's too much.
All right. Nothing says people don't pay for this movie. You do what you want to do with your own money, man. Guys like us, we're in the business of reviewing movies, so this is a big movie. That's the only reason why I got a ticket to review the movie for the channel, because people are expecting me to review the movie.
Yeah,
nobody's going to give me any passes or anything like that. But honestly, if I didn't have this channel, I wouldn't even go watch it, to tell you the truth.
I'm going to see it. I just want to see the Titanic sink.
Yeah, the fallout. I'm really interested to see what the fallout is going to be from this movie.
But this will be the kicker, though. Wouldn't it be funny if this movie came out a classic? Just wouldn't it be funny? I know that'll never happen.
If this movie ended up being a classic,
if you walk out and said that was a classic movie,
it was kind of funny because Flipped Out the other day on one of my comments said, Rhodes, what are you going to think if we walk out of there and they trolled all of us and this thing's great? I was like, I'm not going to lie. It's crossed my mind that they're going to slap us with a Revenge of the Sith last, in the end, but the problem is you at least had some good story set up in the previous 2 movies. So I don't know. I've said if you had Christopher Nolan, it wouldn't matter. We've gotten nobody was going to save this last movie. Nobody. Because the cupboard was bare after the previous film. And it's connected. It's connected. I think in a vacuum, as a Star Wars movie by itself, like if you looked at it like a spinoff, you might be like, this is actually kind of entertaining. But the stories are connected. So what are you going to do?
See, the thing for me is, if you watch the Force Awakens and you had never seen or heard of any Star Wars movie, you may walk out of that movie saying, hey, that's pretty good right there. Let me see the other ones.
Yeah.
But if you have been engaged in the lore, and especially the Jedi part of it, you're like,
that's not necessarily true. I'm
talking about for me. I'm like, what the hell? That's my look at it.
I did talk to
that was nothing new in the movie. I mean, you have to be honest, Rhodes. Was there anything new in that movie to you? Did it feel like you walked out and you say, it's something new and refreshing?
No, but I was wanting something familiar after the prequels.
Yeah. And I still say that you can't see through Han Solo, man. Han Solo is your guy, man. Harrison Ford is your guy.
I was talking to my client the other day, and we talked about The Force Awakens, because he loves it too, and he's a big hardcore Star Wars fan, and he spends the money on it too. He's got merchandise all over his house, and he said he's got a buddy that's a cinematographer that does film, and they would talk about that movie. And he said, my buddy, who's a cinematographer, considers it a top 5 movie of all time for his cinematography and things like that.
But have he seen the other movies? Have you seen the other movies?
No, he's a hardcore. This guy has got $5,000 worth of merchandise.
He said this is a top 5 movie of all time.
Cinematic.
Oh, cinematic.
If that was the case, I would have seen
the way it visually looks.
Okay, I can think of other movies that are visually more stunning.
You talking about Force Awakens or Last Jedi?
He's talking about Force Awakens.
Okay,
now, I could have seen him say that for Last Jedi, but not Force Awakens.
The Last Jedi looked like dog shit on the screen. Are you kidding me?
Honestly, since we're talking about it now, what are some of the most visually stunning movies of all time? I would say Avatar looked tremendous in the movie theater. I mean, I saw that thing in 3D.
I got one better than that.
Tron Legacy was amazing. Tron Legacy looked amazing when you see it in a movie in 3D. I mean, I was just like, wow.
Yeah.
It looked that great.
The world sleeps on Tron Legacy.
I'm trying to think of
it right here.
When I initially saw the movies, the first Jurassic Park looked amazing visually the first time.
Yeah. Oh, definitely Terminator 2.
Terminator 2
was a game changer.
This is the one Disney got right here.
Yes, and they won't make a
They need to make a third one.
They need to.
Disney, I admit you got it right on that one.
Let's just see. Titanic looked stunning.
Yes, it did.
I like that. Any James Cameron movie. James Cameron, man, Terminator Dark Fate aside, tremendous on the visual effects. Tremendous. But him, Spielberg, George Lucas, they all talk to each other. And I don't think it's any mistake that those guys made visually stunning movies.
They should have got Spielberg to do this trilogy, man. I would have thought it would have been a top tier director, not J.J. Abrams, to be over this.
Spielberg recommended J.J.
Yeah.
Because they offered it to Spielberg.
And
they know you need to call J.J. Abrams.
And didn't Spielberg say he would never direct a Star Wars movie?
Correct.
But also, he said he wasn't going to make another Indiana Jones movie without George Lucas.
See, Spielberg is weird like that, though. He won't touch certain projects.
That's his boy, man. Him and George are real tight.
Yeah, I know him. George is tight, but I'm saying you would think certain franchises Spielberg would touch, but he don't fool with a lot of stuff. He got weird taste. Like I would have never thought he would have did Ready Player One.
I didn't see that
not
movie.
Seen that, but I've heard it's good. Actually,
it's all right. It's just a big splash of retro 80s and 90s.
Oh, I need to watch it.
I mean, you will be surprised what you see in that movie.
Avatar comes out in 2021, I believe, not
2020. Alfred, I put everything I love on what you just said right here at the end. Dune. I promise you, I keep telling everybody, Dune is going to be the Star Wars killer. I guarantee you, when it drops next year, mark my words, Fatal J said it first, Dune is going to be the Star Wars killer.
Hey, check this out, Jay. The Last Jedi is the Star Wars killer.
Yeah, that movie already got made.
That's true.
It ain't going to take much, man.
That's true.
It ain't gonna take much.
But that cast for Doom, perfect, flawless victory. Victory.
Whenever you're making Mortal Kombat 2 is supposed to be R-rated. I cannot wait to see that.
That first Mortal Kombat, I love it. That part 2,
the part 2, man, I like it in a certain kind of way.
It's a trashy sort of.
It's a trash movie, but I'll still watch it.
That's a super trashy sort of way.
I know it is, man. I know it is.
Worst acting, worst graphics
was visually stunning.
Schindler's List is all-time great movie, period. That's a movie that's kind of hard to watch.
I've only seen it once.
I've seen it like 3 or 4 times, but it's not a movie you can watch like 5 times a year. It is special though. It is all-time great. And that John Williams score, man, just makes you want to cry.
I say just close your eyes and pick any Lord of the Rings movies. Visually stunning.
Yeah.
You might have it wrong.
Good,
the second one, what is it called? The Two Towers?
Yeah.
The Two Towers.
That was my jam.
Yeah.
I thought that was a really good movie.
So I've seen all of the Lord of the Rings movies, but I was never a hardcore fan.
And I really liked Return of the King, except it was 25 minutes too long. They could have cut that whole little aftermath part off.
I see what you mean because it kept ending and kept ending.
I was like, it's over. Why are we still going here?
Yeah, and that one won all the awards.
Yeah.
It wasn't better than
I'm a Tolkien fan, so I ate it up. I can watch Lord of the Rings every freaking day. I really could.
Now that first one, I got to be honest, I don't get it. I don't get the love for it. I really don't.
Fellowship of the Ring.
That is a slow burning.
Well, a lot of people say that's their favorite one, the first one.
I know it, and I'm like, man, I could just soon take a nap than watch this stuff.
So, Two Towers is your favorite thing?
Yeah, it was great. I thought it was great.
That's the battle movie right there.
Yeah, I thought it was great.
Now, Sarah says The Hobbit was stunning. I haven't seen those movies.
I
heard Peter Jackson dropped the bomb on those movies.
But it wasn't his fault though, because he had to clean up the mess. It was another director that was doing them, and then something happened to him, and he had to clean up the mess, and it was horrible. The only one that was good out of the Hobbit series was the small movie, the second one.
So with that being said, you mean that Rise of Skywalker is going to be terrible then?
Yes, it will
because of the last.
Because it's not the original vision of the director.
Well, this whole sequel trilogy wasn't the vision of George Lucas either.
But why did they change? So was their plan was to have Rian Johnson for Last Jedi and then have Rian Johnson again for episode 9? Or was it going to be another director?
It was Colin Trevorrow.
Colin Trevorrow, yeah, who, by the way, come out and said none of the movie that they're talking about now, he said was part of the plan when he was involved.
He said Palpatine was never a part of his plan at all. Even Kathleen Kennedy said Palpatine was part of the plan from the beginning. Well, if it was part of the plan from the beginning, why didn't you tell Colin Trevorrow? The man wrote his script.
Palpatine it wasn't. Was never the plan.
And he said that Palpatine became part of the plan when JJ came back to episode 9. So JJ never had Palpatine in the plan either.
Kennedy's a liar. Snoke was the villain.
And they just let Rian Johnson do whatever he wanted to do.
Again, how do you bring him in and have him pitch the movie at the table and not fire him on the spot? Tell him you don't get Star Wars and have him walk out off the lot.
Yeah, I
don't get it. I don't get it.
I really think now that Luke is gone, there's no Snoke, no Han Solo. Princess Leia is only in this movie for like 8 minutes. That's all the footage they had. Rey.
I thought they was gonna do a CGI face on a real body.
No. They said they weren't gonna do that. So all you got is Rey. Rey is gonna destroy this movie. If you didn't think she wasn't really that popular in The Force Awakens either, for people that like The Force Awakens,
they need to kill them all.
No, I was much more interested to see where Poe and Finn was gonna go as characters than I was.
No, they're lovers, bro.
And Kylo.
They're lovers. Poe and Finn are lovers.
No. Finn was really the most interesting character from The Force Awakens. He had the most potential from especially the trailers too.
I agree.
A stormtrooper that was a Jedi.
Dude, they completely ruined him. Completely ruined him, man. So now, is JJ gonna try to pull something out and say Finn has the Force? Because in the trailer, he says the Force brought us together. Is it that, or is it they're in love, or what? I don't really know. I don't know.
This is sad, man.
And this is gonna be the sad part, man. Kylo Ren and Rey are gonna be fighting. I know they're gonna use Duel of the Fates.
Yeah,
and it's gonna feel like it's not gonna feel the same.
Gonna feel dirty.
It's gonna feel
you're gonna be like
trash. Because going into that fight, you already know who the winners are gonna be. Now, granted, even when Anakin and Obi-Wan fought in episode 3, you knew who the winner was. But that whole build-up, man, with Anakin, man, that scene where after he chokes out Padme and he's talking to Obi-Wan, that is some of the best Star Wars stuff right there.
Yeah. I tell everybody, you can have a guy with a rifle right next to you during that scene and you will still ignore him.
He says, "You will not take her from me. You have already done that yourself.
And
You've
before
allowed this
then,
dark lord to twist your mind and to became the one thing that you said." I can't remember what it was.
And before then, we knew about that fight with the Lord.
Yeah.
And we always imagined how that fight would look.
Yeah.
And we knew we were finally going to get this fight.
The cinematography was great. Anakin was standing like right up close. Obi-Wan was in the back. And Anakin says, "You either with me or you're against me." And Obi-Wan says, "Only a Sith deals in absolutes. I will do what I must."
Don't do it, Anakin. I have the high ground. Try.
I mean, people made fun of the high ground, but the high ground makes sense now from all of the other stuff.
But
it's great. I love that.
It was so much going on. He choked out Padme. He about to fight Obi-Wan Kenobi. Yoda is supposed to fight Palpatine.
Now, Yoda fighting Palpatine, we didn't see that coming before the movie really kind of came out, and from the trailer, we did not know that. But we were expecting, this epic battle between Obi-Wan and Anakin. And then George throws a twist and has Palpatine and Yoda fighting. Man.
That was epic, man.
That was epic. No way in hell Rise of Skywalker is going to top that or even come close.
I'm not going to lie, though. I'm going to be a little intrigued if they play Duel of the Fates.
They're going to play it. They're going to play it.
I'm going to be a little intrigued, man, because that's one of the most powerful fight songs known to man.
Yeah. Horror Nation, you're right. Episode 3 had an amazing score.
Because you know what? Duel of the Fates, it could make a sorry fight a little bit more epic. You know what I mean?
I think, Duel of the Fates, even if you took away Duel of the Fates from episode 1, that fight was still tremendous because we had never seen anything like that.
But Duel of the Fates, it made it more stronger.
It helped. It definitely did. It definitely did.
Man, that make your heart do this.
But I'll tell you what though, the fight between Vader and Luke in Return of the Jedi, when they're fighting at the end, that Emperor's thing at the end when they were fighting, that really helped that scene drive the emotion.
Yeah.
When he says, "So you will not turn to the dark side. Perhaps she will." And then they start fighting, and that music is playing. That music really helped the emotion. And then you hear Palpatine's thing as Luke is like chopping away at Vader and cuts off his hand. I was like, wow.
I'm going to tell you something, though. This is what I always notice about Phantom Menace. Everybody says the pod racing scene is corny.
I love the pod racing scene.
That's not corny. I'm going to tell you what was corny. Anakin and the Naboo fighter. That was corny to me.
Maybe because Obi-Wan said, "When I first met your father, he was already a great pilot."
But they made that stronger in Attack of the Clones. But that was stupid in Phantom Menace. I'm just gonna keep it real.
The pod racing scene wasn't good for me. It wasn't.
I liked it. And it was visually stunning.
And I thought it was never going to end.
It was a bit long.
I was like, wow, come on.
It was a bit long. And Trey Chester's right. Duel of Fates is indeed going to be in the film. John Williams has confirmed that it and many others will be there. Yeah.
Guys, there is a new set of leaks out.
Do you see them?
Yeah, I'm looking at them.
I'm not going to lie. Hearing Duel of Fates in the movie theater, that's going to get me kind of pumped up. I'm not going to lie to y'all.
Yeah,
I want to hear that in the movie theaters.
Yeah, well, tell us, Rose, what's happening with it?
What do you got? I'm looking. Good God, it's.
What are you looking on? By the way,
super long.
What are you looking on?
It's on Jedi Paxis dropped it on Reddit 7 hours ago.
How you spell Paxis?
Just go to
Oh, yeah, I see it.
Just type in Star Wars leaks and it'll be towards the top.
All right, over on Reddit.
Yeah. Hey, you're gonna warn people. Hey, there may be spoilers.
This whole stream is nothing but spoilers.
Okay. Well, 3PO gets his memory back.
Of course he was.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Oh, I see it now.
They're not going to take any risk in this movie. They're not going to kill anybody except for Kylo Ren.
The person that saw the screening was extremely disappointed by the Sith troopers. They're no better than the average stormtrooper.
I know it,
and that's not a surprise to me.
They're gonna do it just like Captain
That's not a
Phasma.
surprise. They're nothing more than stormtroopers painted red.
You guys said Finn had potential. Captain Phasma and General Hux had potential, and look what they did to them.
Hux is gonna die. He's a mole.
Yeah,
We've been hearing about that.
I know the Sith. That's just there for toys. That's it. That's all they there for.
Okay. Here we go. Ray hears the voices of Yoda, Luke, Leia, Mace Windu.
Yeah, I heard that. I heard about that.
And Samuel L. Jackson. Yeah.
Did they have Ahsoka in there too?
Doesn't say. Who give her the strength to stand up.
Yeah, this is after. This is after Kylo Ren is dead. By the way, they didn't show up when Kylo Ren was alive, which makes no sense since he's the Skywalker.
That don't make sense though. Putting Mace Windu. I mean, it does, but it doesn't. And when in the movie realm, like I can understand Anakin, Leia, Luke, Yoda, Obi-Wan. I can understand that.
Arrow to the mother. Bam.
What happened?
What? Palpatine apparently disintegrates and explodes, causing the arena to crumble.
Isn't that when his force lightning is put back on him or something? He disintegrates. That's stupid.
The act actually kills Rey.
So they both die.
So Rey is dead, but then Ben apparently climbs out of the pit, finding a dead Rey. He decides to give his life for hers, using the healing trick to save Rey, but it drains his life force in the process.
What?
Mother frick, man.
How the freak did Kylo Ren learn to heal people? You know what? You guys was right about the Mandalorian. Because think about it. What did the baby Yoda do?
No.
Everything they put in the Mandalorian, they gonna put to confirm in episode 9. That's what they do.
Wait a minute.
That's what the next 3 episodes of Mandalorian is gonna be vital. It's gonna be vital. And the boots that we seen, guess what? That might be Luke Skywalker.
Ooh, check this out, man.
Here is 2 good things. Lando and Chewie live.
But check this out, man. They have a part here that says concerning some of the frequently asked questions. Is Anakin in the movie?
Yes.
He was not at all that I noticed.
Mother.
I'm going to tell you why I know he in the movie, John.
Rhodes, you got to do it. Bam!
Arrow to the mother. Bam!
John, I know he in the movie. I'm going to tell you why. Remember them leaked pictures of him being the Galaxy Edge? We haven't seen Hayden Christian in years.
No, the thing is, he could actually shoot scenes and they can be cut from the movie.
I think he's going to be in it. I really do.
Wait a minute.
He needs to be in it.
Palpatine is not really alive.
He a clone.
It is pretty ambiguous. He's not really alive. It's pretty horrific that he is basically his spirit is inhabiting a body.
Matt Smith.
The Sith do that. They do that a lot. They possess bodies.
All the souls of the past Sith are in this body. Eventually, he does manage to restore life to the body, though. I can't recall directly how the body was still intact.
So that's like biblical stuff. You got all them different spirits inside of your body.
So Matt Smith is the vessel.
Yeah, I get. Well,
John, they playing both sides of the field.
No, down here it says what about Matt Smith? And the person said I Googled Matt Smith and I don't remember seeing him. Luke is not in this movie.
Yes, he got to be.
He is not in this movie.
I thought Mark Hamill filmed.
Wait. Setting in Luke is not in the movie.
You're spot on with the voices. They reach out to Rey in her time of need. You get Mace Windu, Yoda, and Luke from the more prominent voices I can recall. Okay. Maybe there is. Correct.
I'm about to say Mark Hamill is in this movie.
Although there's a weird ghost vision scene in which Luke explains he was training Leia, they aren't the ghost of Luke and Leia, but they are ghostly.
I got to tell you this, man. Leia being a Jedi in this movie
is horrible.
It's horrible.
Because it showed no signs of her.
No signs of her training whatsoever.
Yes.
In this sequel trilogy. It makes no sense. And now she's going to train Rey.
She didn't help Luke.
This is bad.
She didn't help
really,
Luke.
Really bad.
She got enough power to train people, but she didn't help her brother by himself. Dropped the ball.
Did they?
They dropped
the ball. Oh. I like this part. I got to give it up.
What? Not everything in the movie is going to be trash.
Watch Rose say, Han Solo is back.
They're gonna give Chewie a medal. That's pretty cool.
No, okay.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
But George Lucas said
that's not a big thing.
But George said that that's not with Wookiees. That's not a part of their culture. It's like getting medals and stuff.
And plus,
that drove me nuts. Even to this day,
but that's what George said, man. He created Star Wars.
And think about it. Chewie is naked, so where you gonna pin it? On his belt?
It goes around their neck, man. Where are you coming up with this stuff?
Oh, yeah, I'm tripping. I forgot about that. It was a necklace. I need to go back and watch the OT again, man.
God, you sure do.
I'm slipping.
Man, there's enough stuff on here to make 50 million videos.
I could make 900 videos off this
one. There's a lot of stuff here.
You know, that's a good excuse, though, John, that it's not in the Wookiee culture. To where I'm going.
We do get porgs.
And we're on Endor, for sure.
I'm going live Thursday, and I'm going to talk about the elites. I'm going to be honest with you.
Luke and Leia both know that she is a Palpatine. They already knew that.
Who?
Yeah, that Luke and Leia knew that she was a Palpatine. We heard about that.
Yeah.
Did Rey?
Yeah. You remember when she was on Octu and he was quote unquote giving her a lesson, and he said, "You just ran to the dark side and didn't even think twice about it," or whatever his line was. I've only seen the movie 2.5 times now.
What? I figured she was a clone in that cave.
He knew she was a Palpatine, and that's supposedly why he didn't train her.
Oh man, this sounds really stupid right here to me.
It sounds real stupid.
No. Check this out. So I guess Rey hurts Kylo Ren or something. And it says, while Palpatine goading Rey into killing him, I guess talking about Kylo Ren, he points out the fleet claiming she could become Empress Palpatine. That sounds Empress Palpatine.
I haven't even seen this movie.
Where do you see that? What? She's going to become
Empress Palpatine. I could see that. I really could.
Well, wait. I want her to go to the dark side. Where's that at?
Empress Palpatine. I can see that.
Yeah, it's in there.
But it's not at the end.
I don't know if it's necessarily.
It'll be at the end, just like BVS, when everybody is fighting amongst each other. Then they got to team up, and they're going to bring her back to the light side, and then the movie is going to be over. I guarantee it. Just because based off that throne room scene with the lightning flashing.
Look, I said, if you want to save the film, kill her.
They're not going to go that route.
Turn to the dark side and have her die.
She doesn't get defeated. That's Mary Sue.
Or in the film there, come back and do episode 10.
It won't be an episode 10. They're going to reboot the original trilogy. Luke Skywalker is going to be played by the guy who played Bucky in Marvel movie.
I told you gotta have. She's got to fail. She's got to fail, and the movie's got to end, and then she can come back in the next one.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen in the chat room, I'm going to tell you right now, Hollywood reboots movies. Get ready for them to reboot the original OT. I guarantee you.
Fatal J, I made a video on that over a year ago.
Yeah, it's coming.
I think they're gonna do it too.
It's coming.
Check out the ending scene here. This sounds bad. We've heard some of this, but this has a little bit more context in it. It says the ending described is also slightly different, but I have previously been told Rey didn't disassemble Luke and Leia's lightsabers. She came to the moisture farm to bury them. She now has a black gray handled lightsaber, which she ignites to show a yellow blade. She and BB are the only ones present until a woman appears asking her name, which she replies and says, Rey. Rey who? Then seeing Luke and Leia's ghosts in the distance, replies Rey Skywalker, as she is clearly sees them as parents she never was able to have. Rey and BB look off at the setting twin suns, and the movie ends. That doesn't make any sense.
Oh,
so somebody just all of a sudden just comes up and says, hey, what's your name?
They disrespected again. They disrespected through this whole movie. So they looking at the Tatooine sons.
Yeah.
Why couldn't they just ended it without, if she wanted to look out and see Leia and Luke in the distance as Force Ghost, and then she doesn't say anything, maybe she just looks back at the woman and then the movie goes off.
Well,
don't have her say, I'm a Skywalker.
No, it would be better if it was Luke and Leia's Force Ghosts on Tatooine, looking at the twin sons, and then it goes to the end credits.
Because what that's telling the fans, the hardcore fans, this is your new Luke right here.
Yeah, she has no connection to Tatooine whatsoever. None.
That was Luke thing, looking at the sons. Then nobody else did that. Then nobody else do that.
I mean, it would be better if it was like Luke, Leia, and Anakin, and Obi-Wan all together on Tatooine.
That's Luke thing. Just have Luke Force Ghost do it. They even tried to do it when he was dying on Last Jedi with the twin sons. Why the frick is his twin sons on that island planet he was on? That didn't make sense.
Rian Johnson. It wasn't supposed to make sense.
Rian Johnson is a professional troll. He said
he did a bunch of just cuz in that movie.
But he said it himself. He said he don't care what people think about this stuff. He said, I don't care. I'm doing something different and I don't care.
I think he hates Star Wars fans. I've told you that. I think he hates Star Wars.
So people, the Rise of Skywalker is nothing more than her hijacking the family name. That's it.
God, they made her a Palpatine and then took it away and made her a Skywalker.
And then made it seem like in Force Awakens she was Luke's daughter. So they've been trolling us the whole time.
Yeah, but I was rooting for her to be a Palpatine after the Force Awakens. I was like, I hope she ends up being a Palpatine.
Yeah.
A Palpatine or Kenobi, one of the two. I did not want her to be a Skywalker. I thought it was too late. I thought that ship sailed.
Yeah. Keely Chow is here. Says hi everyone. Hi everybody. Hello. That? Keely Chow.
That name sounds familiar. Let me see.
Fatal. Are you supposed to be on Black Guys in the Drunk?
Yeah, but I haven't got the link yet.
Oh.
You know, it's gonna be on Abu Nas channel.
Oh,
I think Abu Nas is running late.
Are y'all going at 7 or?
I don't know. Abu Nas said he's gonna be a little late, so
yeah.
I told him they can have it on my channel, but
I'm about to wrap this up anyway, man. Crisis is already started right now.
I came on.
Oh, I forgot to watch that Sunday.
I showed up on.
This is the 3rd episode of it, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to catch up.
Did anybody notice Drunk had 700 people?
Yes.
Last
yeah,
that's amazing. For a 7,200 sub channel, that is a lot.
I've never heard of that many people watching.
Not on that size of a channel.
Not on a channel with his sub number.
Yeah, because I remember when Geeks and Gamers was like at 30,000 subs. He would get like 300, 350.
Right.
I know. I watch regular big YouTube channels that don't get 600 people in their chat. They usually at the, like you said, the 300 mark.
Yeah, that's why I said his channel is gonna explode.
But I'm gonna tell you
episode 9 comes out.
I'm going to give y'all some secrets about Drunk. Drunk is the SEO king with keywords and stuff. He's the king. He knows what he's doing. He knows how to make the perfect title on the perfect day. he's not playing. He's like a Mr. Miyagi when it comes to planning his next video. Trust me.
My tags come up as like 2, 3, and 4, but I still don't get no views. So
yeah,
like you find out real fast. A lot of the things you think people are searching for, they really ain't.
Yeah. And a lot of people get it confused too. YouTube searches and Google searches are two totally different things.
If you can get Google traffic, that's where it's really at.
Yeah, Google traffic is because like that's how Mike Zero gets all those views. You type in Star Wars news, Mike Zero has like 7 videos right there.
But you know what's funny? When it comes to YouTube guys, when I look at Google images for a lot of stuff, I see a lot of y'all thumbnails pop up. I'm serious.
I've seen some of mine before.
Yeah.
In images in Google.
Matter of fact, John, I can remember one exactly. When they came out with female Thor for the next movie, I saw your thumb.
You want to know why? I was like one of the first ones to cover that. Man, that video I put up got like 1,000 views in the first hour.
Yeah.
I never gotten 1,000 views on a video in the first hour. And it's not my most successful video either. That video only had like 7,000 views.
That's why I'm saying YouTube is weird like that because it's different from Google.
Yeah, I was literally the first one to put up the video on female Thor.
And then this is the weird thing, Rose. I be seeing a ton of your Mandalorian stuff even before Mandalorian was coming on the show.
Mm-hmm. You probably see me in Terminator Dark Fate stuff, I guess, then when you type it in.
Yeah.
Shit, because I was making Terminator Dark Fate videos every day for like 3 weeks.
But that's how you do it, though.
Yeah, that's what you got to do, because the algorithm was really loving me for Terminator.
Yeah.
So, I guess I'm done with Terminator videos. There ain't really much to say about it now.
Yeah. Hop on a new thing.
Yeah.
Man.
Well, all right, guys. That's pretty much it. That's going to pretty much end today's show. Any final words, guys?
No. I do. I got a last word. Them boots. I'm hoping that those boots belong to Luke Skywalker in the Mandalorian. I know I'm shooting for the stars, but guess what?
I never even thought about Luke.
I didn't think
I didn't either.
But let me tell you something why it could be Luke. The Mandalorian has been going full speed. I thought this was going to really be a bounty hunter show. No, they going full out. Force, Jedi.
That's interesting.
That's a good thought right there. I did not think of that.
If that's Luke Skywalker on Tatooine,
that could be good.
The internet will be broken. Trust me.
A DH Mark Hamill.
Yes.
Yep. That would be.
I'd lose my ass.
Yeah, that would be amazing. That's better than like a
Boba Fett. John, we've got to go live. I know it's 6 a.m. We got to go live.
I probably call into work.
I'm gonna call into work too. I was right about to say that, John.
It's Cad Bane.
But Luke would be the best option, though.
I know. I'm thinking Luke. Tatooine. It's
gonna be Cad Bane. He's after Baby Yoda. Get ready. Mandalorian and Cad Bane season finale. It's going down.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, that's gonna be it right there. Hope you folks have a wonderful night, and we'll catch you next time.
See you later.
Peace. We're out.